All right. Looks like we are live. Double checking a few things to make sure that we are live. Excuse me. Get rid of that as well. I've been on the road or in schools all day, so it tends to wear on the voice box a little bit. Okay. Hypno News. Today is January the 30th, 2025, and we can definitively say the Performing Hypnosis Summit PHS Rocks 2025 is in the books. I know Grant and Brian were still on the ground with the post sessions. So, along with the post sessions, of course, comes people still learning. And you'd think after 3 solid days of sessions where people's heads were already full, that having sessions before and after would be, uh, you know, unnecessary, but it really, I think, was the icing on the cake. I know Scott McFall had a session going. I believe Sean Michael Andrews had a session going as well. John Strabone, I think, might have had a session going as well, pre or post. And I'll tell you, the amount of learning that we were able to accumulate over the entire space of PHS 2025, phenomenal. If you are a member of the Performing Hypnosis Summit group, um, if you go on to the Facebook group, you will find review after review after review, lots of positive feedback, especially from first timers. I think the first timers really uh, were really shocked at just how welcoming and how inclusive, how open we were to having new people come in and say, "Hey, like, where are you at? Let us help you. Let us help you and let us build you up, and let us download our knowledge, our wisdom, so that you can take it with you and start your own journey, or in some cases improve your journey, or in some cases, refine your journey." Uh, the amount of knowledge out there, I can't thank the presenters enough. Everybody that was able to make it and be with us live and in person. Uh, I didn't hear anything about any bad sessions. I think that was one thing right there. There were no bad sessions. What there was just a lot of people learning. And Grant and I, when we did our wrap up at the end of the main portion of the conference Sunday night, we would have referenced this. There were lots of high points. There was lots of memories of Jim. Meeting his family was an honor, no question about that. And really, just a big thank you to everybody that made the conference what it was. And really, what I should point out, because I know, Grant obviously gets pointed out because he is now the leader of the conference. But Brian Bay jumped in to help out. We had Michael DeShalit helping out with things, Kevin Lapine helping out with things. I can't say enough good words about Casey Pico. Uh, Listen, here's the deal. Casey organized all the volunteers. She went out. She asked people point blank, do you want to come and be a volunteer at the conference? And I mean, that's if and a couple of them had never been here before. So, kudos to them for jumping in and joining up. Uh, getting schedules together and making sure that rooms were covered. I know I had backup with Brian Potts online, and I know we had to make some shifts with the online content. Even I had to shift my session from online presenting to in person presenting. Grant told me when I got to the hotel, he said, "Oh yeah, by the way, now you got to wear pants when you do your presentation." So it's like, okay, I get it. Anyway, can't say enough about that. But also behind the scenes, Dan Goyette, Dan regularly travels to a lot of conferences and helps out with interviews. He has the Hypno. magazine. Hang on here. I have a special on the ground guest.
Hello.
Or two.
We have two.
Yeah, just landed in Seattle. And so it's how's things going? Thank you for coming, Sean.
It's all good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, great flights. Grant lost his bags for a short
Again?
period of time, and then the mystery was solved.
Yes.
Okay.
It was interference by Starbucks. 15 yards, first down. Go Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Also, it feels weird, like HypnoNews being in the middle of the afternoon. To be fair.
And we're live from the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to Seattle, Grant.
Well, yeah, it's lovely.
We've seen a slew of police cars, an ambulance, and a fire truck medical officer. So somebody did something wrong. But how were your travels?
My travels were surprisingly uneventful, which is good. I got to Calgary, had enough time to make it through customs, and had lunch, got on the plane, and got to Regina, and then came home. So,
very good.
Yeah.
Is it colder than cold out there?
No, it is. It will be tonight. We'll be back down into the -20s.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go get the bags loaded up, and I'll let you finish with Grant.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Grant,
have you come from PHS, Sean?
I just in the middle of talking about it, and I know you get pinged a lot saying, "Oh, thank you, Grant, for organizing the conference," and I get that a little bit. Brian got that a little bit, but I was pointing out that Casey organizing volunteers, and then all the volunteers, Dan behind the scenes, and I was just about to touch on Richard Cole as well.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the keynote, but also behind the scenes being one of those guiding, organizing members of our group. It's everybody, and we didn't do it alone. We did it together.
Absolutely, and what a group effort! And again, Kevin Lepine's show, Steve Falcon's show. It was a good effort. It was a good group for socials as well.
Yeah, and also Michael DeShaw helping out and doing different things behind the scenes as well. It's never just one or two or three of us. It's a whole group that makes it look as smooth as it does. We're just the pretty faces that happen to be out in front.
Exactly. And a shout out to the guys at ICBCH as well. So I was supposed to be, both me and Jim were supposed to be speaking there this weekend, but obviously Jim can't be there, and I'm in Seattle now. So, Jeff Pennink stepped in and covered my spot. It's a shame to miss some of those guys. So I know Claudia Rickard and a few are going to be there as well. So shout out to Richard Nongard and the team at ICBCH as well for being very accommodating and fluid. I think that's the word of the week, fluid.
That's our word right there. It's fluid.
Yes, absolutely. Cool. Right, I'm going to let you carry on because I'm going to finish packing these bags and maybe go inside because Seattle's a lot colder than what you think it is.
Well, judging by that sky behind you, I'd say it's probably sitting around like 5, but it's a wet, cold 5.
Yes. Yes. Cool. See you soon, Sean. Take care.
Alrighty, we'll see you.
Bye.
There we go. Grant on the ground. And he mentioned ICBCH now on the go. ICBCH is believes their pre-conferences are starting. If they haven't already, they are going to be in full swing. And then this weekend, starting tomorrow, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, again at the Orleans Hotel. Lots of learning, and I suspect you'll hear the same thing that we've heard from some of our first time participants. You come off a conference, you've learned all kinds of things that you can you want to just get out there and try everything all at once, and that overwhelm that comes from being at a conference and that high, you need to stop and take some time and step back into it gently and start making changes make any changes you're going to make logically. Don't just try everything all at once, because everything all at once typically goes nowhere. But those things that you can, those learnings that you want to implement, space it out, give yourself some time to work them in, and you will find that it does amazing wonders for you. Again, can't thank everybody enough that attended, and I would also be remiss, because I run the tech side of things, for our online presenters as well, presenters that couldn't make it to be with us, or had additional sessions that needed to be scheduled into the online room, because we had a full slate of in-person schedules. Presenters. And so, for those of you that presented online, thank you again for being willing to still be part of the Performing Hypnosis Summit. I believe PHS is one of the only hybrid summits out there for hypnosis. And especially for the performing hypnotists of the bunch, So again, we couldn't do it without you. And mark your calendars, because if you haven't heard it yet, PHS 2026 is, let me just get the magic calendar out, because I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. PHS 2026, January. Look at that, right into January. January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? January 23rd, 24th, 25th of 2026. And of course, we'll have pre and post sessions around those as well. So mark your calendars. PHS Rocks 26 is coming out as soon as we get everything squared away with PHS 25. I know we've got some digital downloads to clean up and make sure they're available for the folks that have tickets. So as soon as we get going on that, we will let you know. That'll be a good part of HypnoNews. And of course, if you have news from the world of hypnosis, please feel free to send it our way. On behalf of Grant Saunders and myself, wish you a good evening.